Okay, so this is one of my first garden videos about starting seedlings. So I did buy a packet. I don't always buy seeds from packets, but for this one, the first one I'm going to show you, which is my recent, is I just got some seeds, so broccoli green sprouting, and those little tiny seeds. Now what I did is I started them similar to this. Now this is how I do it. Basically, this is just a coffee lid to my coffee jars. So they're fully recyclable, but this is how I start my seeds normally. So that's just a tissue. I spray it with a spray bottle, just normal water. So in here are just some apple seeds, so I'm just basically seeing if they will grow. We went apple picking at Bilpin, and that was like a first time adventure for us, and that's basically how I do it. Now the reason why I put them in is because when I pulled them out of the apple, I'm trying to give you a good view of it. Don't know if you can see that really tiny little slit of whites. So it's already got, sort of looked like they were already opened. I did 4 others, and I'll do progress on that later, and then I'll come back to the broccoli. And that's what I've done in here. So just got some potting mix. I am working on making my own woven castings, but I've just moved to a new location, so there's no compost and it's a courtyard. So my videos will be based on how to grow basically a home garden from home using nothing but a courtyard. So pot growing basically. Anyway, so these are my little tiny seedlings of broccoli. So as you can see, what I did is I started them same as those apple seeds, and as soon as I saw their root system poking out, which was only just yesterday, and then I planted them, and this morning they looked similar to this, where you could just see a tiny bit poking out. Come back this afternoon and look, they've got their little leaf patch poking out. Oh my god, they are so beautiful. I think you become more proud when you're making your own food. And these 2 fellas here are our giant sunflowers that my daughter planted. So I will show you how they go, and I'll give you a quick tour while I'm here of the courtyard so you understand what I'm doing. So this is just the windowsill. So next, what I'm doing is, these were the garlics in the fridge. I've peeled them. I sprayed the bag with water because I did this morning. Yes. Just to keep it moist. As you can see, some of them are sprouting. So they're peeled, and I'm all about using recyclable materials. So I've had a lot of things in the cupboard. So these are old mini shot glasses. I found them in my garage, to be honest, when I moved house. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll use them as little starting seed pots. It's not going to hurt to do that. Now with the garlic, they're not going to need much drainage. They pretty much grow their root systems pretty quickly, so I'll show you that in another video. But right now, I'm just going to take them outside and pot them up and show you the rest of the garden. So where I've moved to is a courtyard, and let's get all these undone. You can see there is some pots out there, and I will show you what they are. Hello, guinea pigs. Say hello to my babies. Alright. So this here is a snow pea. I bought it for $3. Already started. I've tried growing beans and wasn't successful, so I'll see how I go with this. But look, it's already starting to twine itself around. Just a stick I found. I think it was a pine tree stick. But it's starting to twirl itself around. So I think it's going really strong. Anyway, these are my little residential guinea pigs. That there is Nibbles. And Mama Bear is hiding. Hi, sweetie. Hi. I don't have any food for you. Give you some celery later. Okay, in here I just threw in some grass seeds to grow them because, as you can tell, I'll give you a quick show. It's a courtyard. Absolutely no grass. And my clothesline's there, so this is what I'm doing. It's a mess today and I apologize. Now these tomatoes I brought, cherry tomatoes, plants I brought over from my old house. And I planted in there with them. It's a companion plant. I've forgotten what they're called. But anyway, a companion plant. And I thought I put in there a sunflower, but obviously I didn't. Anyway, this one here does. So I put in a sunflower, and it will occur to me what these are called. But anyway, they're separate. So I have 1, 2, 3 cherry tomato plants, and again another sunflower. It's supposed to bring in the birds and whatnot. And up here, it's a cherry plant. I think I bought it for $3-4, and doing its work keeping the aphids away. Anyway, so that's about ready to turn into a strawberry. We've already had 2 strawberries from this plant, which is great. And another one, I've forgotten what they're called. Wish that would come to me. Anyway, this here is chives. It's supposed to bring in the bringing in what are they called? Lady beetles. So beneficial insects. So snow peas already introduced you. Okay, in here, more grass. And I even put some wheat seeds in there from the guinea pig's food. Just trying to grow them some greens. I do pick grass from a neighbour's house, which was really lucky because she was talking about getting her garden weeded, and I decided, well, hey, I'll take the grass in bits and pieces and feed it to my guinea pigs. So good, happy arrangement. Anyways, these are my baby spinaches. They're doing well. I've already harvested about 2 cups worth. Now these are lettuces. Now this is one thing I've learnt is how I start seeds. Don't do it with lettuces, because this is what happened. They still grew, but they didn't grow properly. It just grew all this viney thing, and then it just went straight to seed, which is not a problem. I don't know how to collect the seeds, but I'll cross that bridge when the seeds appear. Right now there's no seeds, but they've gone to seed. So 2 lettuces. These are iceberg lettuces from memory. And oh my gosh, I wish I could remember the name. But anyway, this one's flowered, which is great. Should help bring in some more beneficial insects and some more spinach. And in here, now this was done from veggie scraps. So I will be showing you shortly, because there is 2 new little potato starting. So I'm going to put them in. But this is one very healthy potato plant. And of course, this is my garlic. So I've got 1 and 2 in there. So they're doing really, really well at the moment. But this pot is huge, so I'm going to put in some more potatoes and some more garlic when they start, which is what we're going to use those cups for. Now this I got for $1. It is kale. I think it's Tuscan kale, so it's looking much healthier. I pruned off about 4 leaves, gave it to the guinea pigs, and I've just keep looking in the bottom here, just for things like the spider mites. You know, you pretty much just rub them off with your finger so they don't become a big problem. And it's doing much better. And these are called Cabbage King. So again, Bunnings. I think it was like $1. Yeah, so these are just $1 clearance plants. Now most of them were like, you know, they were eaten pretty badly, but now you can see, look, they're recovering so well. You know, I basically just got a little bit of soapy water and killed them off, and mostly just picked them off with my hands, and I check them in the morning just to make sure they're not getting infected, and they're doing really well. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seedlings for $1. And of course these are our sunflowers, so companion planting here and here. Actually don't know how big these get. From what I know, they grow big. Growing these for the guinea pigs more than myself. I don't know if I like this. Never eaten it. So I'm going to grow them, mostly for the guineas, and see how we go. And another plant I got for $1 is, and I'm not sure why, but Nellie Kelly passion fruit. says originally grafted, so I don't know if it's to do with the grafting being very apparent, but I can't see a big problem with the plant. Got attacked a bit, but mostly keeping it all under control. So see how we go, and let's get planting. So what I'm doing today is, these are potatoes. So one, oh look, he's bulging out of that cup that I put him in, so he's ready. And see how this soil's moving? Another one's starting to grow. Now, when I pull these out, you'll see the little wedges of potato. And literally, it's just your potato. As soon as it has those little eyes on them, you pretty much just cut the wedge, let it dry out for about overnight. I left mine for about 3 days. Completely forgot. Anyway, so I'm going to pull them out. I put drainage holes in the bottom. Yep, so let's get planting in my big tub. This is my first video, so I apologize for the camera angling. But, yep, so basically, I'm going to figure out how to do this one-handed. Just loosen it up. Now they're very hardy. Oh my gosh, they're such a strong plant. Potatoes. Easy, simple to grow. Now I actually can't see the potato wedge, but basically, yeah, you can see that, but I won't expose it to the sunlight too much. They are quite sensitive to the sun. Now, that's not going to kill you. Don't always have to wear gloves. Yes, it is ideal to wear a glove, but I'm not too fussed. Okay, good. Plant it in nice and deep. And I'll probably add more dirt later as these grow. Now they do need a fair bit of room, but I've grown potatoes before, so I sort of have an idea of how much potato I'm going to get. However, I did plant my first crop in a very clay soil, so just going to find out in time if that, having looser soil, is going to have a different effect. Now this one is not really going to come out. Okay, it's really expanded in there. Alright, this cup needs to be broken open. Bear with me. A minute. Don't know how to pause it, sorry people. Bear with me. Okay. So, he was growing out something chronic. Now these were only really tiny wedges of potato that they're growing from. Literally, tiniest little eye. And didn't expect them all to grow, but they're all growing. And now that they're all growing, I do have to think about where I'm going to plant them long term. Okay, I just realised I put him a bit too close to that other potato. Put this closer to the garlic. Now garlic bulbs, they only need enough room for the bulb to grow. They do have a ton of root systems, which is not going to be a huge problem, I don't think. I've never planted garlic and potato together before, but we're going to see. So I'll do another video, show you the progress of that. But basically, the potatoes are very simple. You know, when they're starting to rot and they get the little eyes on them, you just chop them into wedges, dry them out, stick them in the soil. And that's what happens. They sprout and then you plant them and they turn into these. And harvesting time is very easy because what happens to the potato is they just die off. The whole plant dies off and you literally grab it at the base and pull it out. So done this before, which is great. So redoing these. Garlics, yeah, I grew them last time, but I didn't harvest them. I didn't quite understand what has to happen. So this year I'm going to try again and see how we go. Now let's get the garlic potted up and we'll go from there. So here is my little designated area. Now all up on this garden I haven't spent much. So those plants, you can see the cabbage king, the passion fruits and all of that, they were $1 each. so you know, $3 worth of plants. Those pot plants were given to me for free, so the planter boxes, they're self-watering, which is great. So don't need much, just gonna scoop it in. It's pretty straightforward, and honestly, garlic is very easy to grow. Once it takes off and establishes a root system, and the beauty of it is it doesn't really need to be planted far. So I only want to plant it enough until it gets its root system, and then I'll plant it. Okay, this one is too big for this. It'll still grow. It'll still grow nicely. This will be the first one, I'm sure, that'll get transplanted. Okay, it's really that simple. Okay, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Bye.